Here's another story about a guy who learned, unfortunately, the hard way and through an unusual way that his wife settled for him. Titled, I Saw My Wife's SEX Tape. And this is a guy who found her videos on an old computer, and what he found, well, not too good. It says here, good morning. I recently went on vacation with my wife of 5 years and our son who's 3 years old. We stayed at her sister's house. Her sister needed a laptop, so I gave her an older laptop that I had. We ran into some technical issues and her PC needed to be formatted. My wife's very old USB she had stored away at home, which she had brought with her on vacation. She gave it to me and let me know I could use it to format her sister's PC. While setting up the image to format the PC, I checked the USB to make sure it worked and was empty. I noticed it had some items in it. Define items. It ended up being her ex's thumb drive, which had a bunch of documents for his military stuff, but also a folder with my wife's name. There were several, 50 or so videos of them doing different things in bed. Now, I will say, seeing it hurt me a lot, but not for the sole reason of what I was seeing or betrayal. It was more about the things they were doing and seeing her enjoy them while I tried to do any of them. She says she hates doing them. So not only does he find videos of the wife doing her ex and all that, they're doing all sorts of frisky activities that she has no interest in doing with him. Why? I'm sure you all know why, but here's why. Because the ex was the guy she was truly drawn to and attracted to and wanted his attention and validation, wanted his approval and all that. So she's willing to do everything under the sun to make him happy and enjoying every minute of it. Being his little you-know-what. Meanwhile, this guy, she settled with him. Nice guy, resources. He gets the bare minimum. This sounds familiar, guys. Sadly, it's because you, or at least in the past, if you have ex-wives, they settled for you. Guys think, oh, I got that girl, finally. The movies were right. I got that hot girl, finally. No, you didn't get her. She's settled. So you could pay the bills and be her rock and can give her that lifestyle. But meanwhile, in the past, the guy she really wanted, the one she really chased after, they got everything. That's what's going on. It's the ugly truth, but it's reality. It goes on. I'd be completely okay with her telling me that I'm not good at those things and I need to try different things or whatever the case is. But her saying that she hates doing them and seeing her enjoy them hurts me more than I want to bear. It kills me to think that I'm not good enough for her in bed and I'm just here because she wants the safe guy. See, he knows. He doesn't want him. He knows it's ugly, but he knows. I don't mind being the safe guy, but I also want to be the wild guy, the fun guy. Newsflash, the safe guy can't be the wild, fun guy. You could have a successful guy who makes a lot of money and does well for himself, also be the wild, fun guy. But the typical safe guy, which they consider to be safe, the guy that's not going to cheat on them, the one that no women are going to steal away, that guy ain't going to be the wild, fun guy. Doesn't work that way. It hurts so much that I feel like I'm not good enough and she is just with me because. I've had drinking problems in the past and caused some very serious situations to happen because of my drinking, but since the last incident 1 year ago, I haven't drank a drop. Because of these situations I caused, we grew apart a bit. So we don't have you-know-what very often, if ever. And if we do, it feels like I'm forcing her instead of having her enjoy it with me. Well, nothing should be forced in any situation. Forced ain't good. Every relationship I've ever been in, I've been desired and needed. But my wife is so independent that she doesn't act like she desires me or needs me in any way. Because obviously she doesn't. She was ready to be married, found her relationship guy, the guy that can be the rock, that can provide. Because a lot of gals, they'll party and have fun, the carousel riding days, being wild and free, sowing the wild oats when they're younger, teens and 20s. But when they're ready to settle, they find that married material type of guy. And he ain't wild. He ain't crazy. He's just a paycheck and can raise the kids well. And her actions show that she obviously settled. It's unfortunate. It really is. No guy should be settled for it. It would feel awful. I don't know what to do because I want to be happy, but knowing that she enjoyed these things that I can't have her enjoy now kills me inside. To be honest, I don't feel like I'm man enough. That shit tears guys apart. I'm an intellectual and not a sports guy. Ding, ding, ding. I feel like this is the type of guy that she likes and not how I am. I say this because when we are around guys who are the typical guy, she's giggly and laughing. But around me, she's very serious and very rarely shows me affection. You hear that? when she's around these types of guys, the sports guys, probably the athletic guys, the more masculine guys, I guess, giggly and silly and laughing. In other words, feminine, girly, that type of thing. But when she's with him, she gets masculine, all serious, no affection, because she's not turned on by him. It's unfortunate, but what happens? Please, I beg of you to tell me, please, I beg you to help me have a different perspective, because I'm now I can't look at her in the face without seeing her writing her ex's face, and it hurts me. Best regards. Well, bro, unfortunately, I hate to tell you that unless you're going to change some things about you, become more of the sports guy, become more masculine, I don't know, change yourself from the outside in, I don't know, she's going to see it that way. And once a woman has a certain perception of a guy, very hard time it is for a guy to change that. A man can change. A man can change physically, look physically strong and tough, but that doesn't mean shit if he is not strong and tough in the inside. And if if he's not a wild partying type of guy, I'm not, then that's not who he is. He shouldn't pretend to be somebody else he's not. But I think this guy does have room for improvement. But if this is a big issue with them, they haven't married that long, well, maybe it's time to question whether I want to be married to this gal, because obviously there's not a whole lot of affection going on. And if this marriage is this early on, wait years from now, it's only going to get worse. And honestly, I just don't see it going anywhere given the divorce rate in this country. So maybe there are times like this just to call it quits and move on. Who knows? I wish him luck.